I've got this adapter and it's clearly broken. One of the pins on the plug is missing. It looks like it just snapped off. Let's see if I can come up with a solution. A possible solution could be to replace those pins with another set. As it happens, I have this small electronic gadget I got once for spare parts. It's coming in handy now because I think these pins are not fused to the plastic casing of the plug. So they could be removable without damaging them. If I can indeed remove them, I could use them in here and make the adapter usable again. That would be a nice solution. Now I need to figure out how to open this thing up. I'm not planning to do anything else with that casing, so I don't have to be too careful. It's open. How do we get this out without applying too much force? Oh, there's a tiny screw here. And there's another one there. So if I unscrew those, I'll probably get the circuit board out. And then I can check if these pins from the plug can fit into the adapter. And it's out. See how nicely those pins are screwed into the casing? So probably I can remove them as a set. That would be really awesome. Let's see if that's doable. I'll unscrew this. Alright. Now I've got just this set of pins from this little gadget. I'm going to disconnect these wires, so I have this set of pins ready for use. That's one. And that's two. So we don't need this anymore. I've got this set of pins now. Let's see if I can replace those in the faulty plug with those. That would be pretty cool. First, I'll need to open up this adapter, and these things are often sealed very tightly. It's not straightforward to get them open without too much damage. What I'm going to do is get my Dremel out and make a cut along this seam using a small cutting wheel. That way I can separate this plug from the casing. Inside, here's the circuit board, and on this side we've got the plug. Let's get the Dremel going and see if I can cut carefully along the seam. Alright, the Dremel did its job. You can indeed see those two pins for the plug. They're nicely soldered to the power supply. Let's check if everything looks okay in the power supply. Make sure I didn't damage anything during my little operation. Well, all seems to be in good shape. Basically, this could fit right in. Now I'll heat up the soldering iron first, so I can detach the wires from the pins. Next, I'll drill this pin and the broken one out. And then I'll fit in this new set of pins and see how it looks and how I can fix them within the casing. That's one. And that's two. I think I'll start by using a small drill bit. Then, once I got rid of this last pin, I'll need a bigger drill bit to widen the hole. But for now, let's see how this goes. Alright, got the first one out. Now for part two. And now we've got to get the other one out. I think I already have it. Let's see how it looks on the other side. Great. The pins are gone. Now I need to fit this new set of pins in. And that means drilling a slightly larger hole. Let's do that now. Alright, the holes are in place. This is the original plug where they came out. These new holes are a tad bigger now, I think. It's a tight fit, which is perfect. It helps keep it in its place later on. Overall, it looks very promising. To be sure it will be firmly put together, I'll melt the plastic together. In order to do that, I'll need an old soldering iron, an exhaust system, because the plastic is nasty stuff. This draws the fumes away and allows them to escape through this aluminum tube out of the window. And this roll of white bioplastic from my 3D printer. I'll use it to add extra plastic and fuse everything together. I'll make sure those wires are well connected. I won't be able to reach them later on. Alright, let's get to it. Plastic welding is done. Looks solid. Now let's plug and unplug the connector to see how firmly the pins are connected to the casing. Of course, I'll use a non-connected power strip for this. Perfect. It's holding it well without much force on the pins. Nice. Some sockets can be trickier. Take this one, for instance. It's a bit difficult to put the plug in. But no problem getting it out. The pins stay put even with a tough socket like this. Next up, soldering the wires to the circuit board. First, I'll remove excess solder with this copper strip to clear the hole. See how the solder really flows into the copper mesh? Alright, the circuit board should go like this. I'll take this wire to connect to the L point. The tip of the wire fits nicely through the hole. The other wire goes here. Well, the soldering is already done. First order of business now, check if the adapter still delivers the correct voltage. According to the label, it should put out 12 volts. And 12.2 volts. Perfect, exactly what it should be. So far, the repair is going smoothly. Now let's put the cover back on the adapter, melting the plastic together like we did before. To make it stay in place, I'll tape one side first. Now I can seal it up on this side. Looks okay. It's pretty solid as well. More firmly held together than with hot glue, for sure. Let's see if it's still working. 12.2 volts. Great. I'll give it a bit of a finishing touch. Well, there you have it. Another successful repair. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next video.